Let's take a look at the other person who's been doing double duty. This is a look at the 31 of Kayla Yaakov in Junior Cup, and she had some remarkable races that unfolded last year here, and this year she's got a bit of an injury. So what's she doing? She's out. She's been on camera. She's been in the truck working on. She's rolling replays in the truck. She's been doing reports for us, and she's been up here in the booth actually helping call some of the sessions and stuff. And apparently you've been watching her work, and you've been kind of impressed with her.
You know, I didn't know Kayla personally until this weekend. I knew of her through the mission team, but I am so impressed with her, not only with her ability to ride these motorcycles, but what she was able to handle this weekend as such a young person. Most young people don't have a whole bunch to say, and Kayla was so well-spoken. I mean, she did a great job at everything we had her doing this weekend. She actually made me feel like I wasn't doing a good job because she was so good at it, but I was honored to meet her, and I'm definitely going to be following her throughout the season as well.
Yeah, she's a special talent in a lot of ways, and one savvy teenager. That's really impressive. Thanks so much for being a part of this. Obviously, we'll have you back down in the pits in a little bit. But speaking of Kayla, she is ready to do a little segment that we've got for her here called Yak and Talk, and she's going to spend a little time wandering the paddock. Kayla, thank you so much once again for the great work.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so we're down here. Usually we have Michael Hill's mic on the mic, and this weekend, unfortunately, Michael Hill's not here, and I'm injured, so it's a great place to sub in. So we'll be going down the pit lane today, hopefully maybe into the pits, so we'll see. But if you guys are ready to go, maybe we can follow along, talk to some riders. Of course. Yep, thank you guys. All right, so we have JT and Ivan Rivera, Junior Cup riders. So unfortunately, yesterday, JT had a little bit of a get-off. How are you feeling today? I know definitely probably a little bit bummed. You told me earlier today you're probably not going to be riding, but how's everything feeling? How are you dealing with MotoAmerica?
I feel pretty great. My head still hurts from the tumble from yesterday, but like she said, unfortunately, I won't be able to race today, which sucks, but it's for our safety. And I feel great about MotoAmerica. It's awesome to be here with Kayla, here with my family, with all the support. And it's just really fun to get out here and rip out here.
Awesome. Great to hear from you, man, especially after yesterday's hard crash. I'm glad you're doing all right, and definitely your shoulder's a lot better. We have Ivan Rivera here. This dude went from like 22nd on the grid to like 8th, so pretty impressive ride. I've talked to you quite a lot in the off season. I know you've been pushing really hard for this year, so what are you going to do today to hopefully make up those positions again and maybe even go farther?
Probably just be as aggressive as I was yesterday. Like, I don't know, I was super aggressive, but kind of got held up at the top of the hill. And once that gap forms here, it's kind of hard because even if you match the pace that the front runners run, that gap won't bridge if everyone's running at the same time. So I think I just got to pull out a little bit more aggression to pass a little bit faster, because yesterday it took me a lap and a half to make 13 overtakes, but I don't know, we'll just play it by ear. You know, every race is different. Today's going to be a longer race too. We got 4 more laps because yesterday's red flag, we got cut short. So I don't know, we'll just play it by ear, just live in the moment, I guess.
Awesome. Cool. With JT, so I know that you had a bit of a fall yesterday. Is there any updates on kind of your injury, if there was anything that kind of went into not riding today? And I heard that obviously you had a shoulder injury a couple months ago, so how's everything feeling with that?
Everything's great. I feel great, but just got to do the recovery process and try to get back. Take it baby steps so nothing else happens in the future, and so that way whenever I'm ready to ride again, I'll just become stronger.
Awesome. Do you know when you'll be back?
I'll say around Brainerd.
Okay, awesome. Well, good to hear from both of you guys. Start to make my way down the pits. Hayden Bickneys, good ride from you yesterday, man. That was pretty cool. Usually in Junior Cup, it's hard to bridge those gaps, especially after you have a little bit of a get off. So bit of a moment, had probably around a second and a half, and were able to bridge that back up. So how did it feel to know you had the pace to go that second and a half faster than everyone else yesterday?
It feels really good. I know that before the red flag, me, Avery, and Alessandro definitely could have broke away, but I kind of got jumbled up on the start, and the pace really slowed down. And it was hard. As soon as I got there, it was hard to even make passes because it's a train, and everybody's drafting each other and just acting like it's the last lap, kind of. So yeah, we had the pace though. So.
Yeah, we dealt with that a lot last year too. So I'm glad you got a pretty good podium finish yesterday, and I know you're hoping for more today. Great to hear from you. We'll continue to walk down the pits here. We see some more Junior Cup riders. Here's Avery Dreyer's bike, race winner from yesterday. I know he's signing some autographs right now, so maybe we'll catch him a little bit later. But yeah, we got some Junior Cup guys. That's my old number right there. Hopefully he'll be represented well this year too. Grab a bag.
Hey, look at this Honda.
Look at this Honda. Look at this Honda. I'm a Yamaha girl, okay?
I know.
Sorry about that, but
It's okay.
I know you're representing the red here. Looks great.
Thank
It's
you.
all red. I can see ride red.
Full
So
ride red. It has to be all red,
so
right?
how are you doing today, and what's your goal for today?
The goal is just to move up a couple places. We qualified 20th yesterday, so look forward to getting this CBR 1000 and moving up and fighting for some championship points.
Of course. Great luck today, man.
Yeah.
I know you do well. So here we see more Junior Cup bikes doing really well. I know these guys are going to look to move forward today. Chris Elliott, another guy that went up quite a bit in the race yesterday. So a lot of Junior Cup guys at this end. We'll keep walking down the pit lane here. Usually those Junior Cup races are super tight, so that's going to be definitely one of the races to watch this year and today, especially with Hayden talking about the train. The train's going to continue to grow, and hopefully they're going to be able to, like Hayden said, break that draft, which is always great to do, but I think that will be a little bit more difficult today. I know some of those guys are really, really trying to get on and to that podium positions. Keep walking up. Let's see if I can find anyone to like give stuff away. I know that's one of the big things is, I know Michael did that. He kind of stole some of my stuff and threw it away last time, but we'll see how everything goes. Here we go, Jackson Blackman. Got Jackson signing him some stuff, being all big time. So how was yesterday? I know you came off of like a super cool Daytona weekend. Awesome double podium. I know you're coming back from injury. Saw you at Roebling before I had my get off too, so I know you've been working really hard. How was yesterday, and what are you going to do today to improve?
Yeah, you know, first off, it sucks to not have you out there with us, you know, and I hope the recovery is going well for you. This weekend has kind of been up and down. We fought through a few issues on Friday, having to change wiring harness Friday night, and finally got things sorted out for the race. So yesterday we kind of found some new problems with the bike, with the chassis, and a little bit with gearing. So I think with the changes we made yesterday, we should be able to fight at the front today.
Awesome, good to hear from you. So, you know, with chassis setup and things, I know the Yamahas this weekend have some issues with front chatter. Were you feeling that at all yesterday?
Yeah, you know, honestly, my K-Tech DDS was feeling really good for me out there. Just kind of fighting those G-out spots, you know, and getting the bike to turn. So make a few changes, try to make the bike a little bit more nimble, and try to pick up a little bit on the back straight, adding a couple teeth, and should be good.
Awesome, and I know you had those two little groups. You got you and Hayden, and then it was Gus and Blake. So are you going to definitely try to bridge that gap today? And with Rocco in the mix too, it's definitely going to be difficult, but is that something you're looking to do today?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's a little tough coming from row 3, but I know I'm going to have to kind of be a little more elbows out today in those opening laps to bridge that gap early on.
Awesome. Good to hear from you, man. I'll see you around. Awesome. All right, cool. So Twins Cup yesterday, really great race. If you haven't seen it already, it was pretty wild. We had some drama on the first opening laps and even in the pit. I mean, on the formation lap. So it was pretty cool to see that whole race. We have race winner from yesterday, Blake Davis. That's probably something to look at from Twins Cup. Signing a bunch of stuff. As a champion should. I'll let them get this picture done because these are always the best parts to do in the weekend. When the riders go out and interact with the fans, definitely the best part. Not as good when you drop a trophy though, so we'll try not to do that. Yeah, hopefully back at Barber we'll be doing this again too. Hopefully mine's gonna be just like that, but we'll see. Step by step. We'll try to get a word with Blake. We'll see.
Oh yeah.
All right, so race winner from yesterday. Pretty gnarly race, I would say.
Yeah.
Had a lot of drama early on. And how'd the race go for you? I knew you had a strategy going in the last lap. I sat in the press conference, but how was everything yesterday? Do you think it ran as smoothly as you wanted it to?
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit of a weird race with Rocco dropping out with motor issues, but it was a blast. I knew I didn't want to lead onto the last straightaway, but I ended up having to. Gus was riding smart, didn't want to come by me, so just went really defensive into 10A. I felt really good on the brakes all race, so made it work out. It was a fun race.
Awesome, man. And I hope you can try to do the double today. I know it's going to be tough with a couple more guys in the mix, but good luck today.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. All right, we'll continue to walk down the pits here. How you doing? Thank you. Yeah, we'll see how everything goes. I think the best thing about MotoAmerica is you have all this fan access, and these guys are just walking up and down the pits. And I think the best part of it also is the riders are just amazing. You come up to us, and we're just going to talk to you. And I think that's a really cool factor that not a lot of people get. It's that human factor that MotoAmerica has, and I think not a lot of other organizations have that. So it's really cool. And I always love interacting with fans, too. I remember last year was just a blast talking and meeting with new people. So hopefully I'll be back to doing that soon. For now, I'll be talking on the mic. But yeah, we're continuing to walk down the pits here. Got some 3D Motorsports bikes up here. Definitely I think it's the stock 1000 bikes. You got Junior Cup, Twins Cup, Super Sport. You got everything. So quite a big team running a big program there. Let's see over here. We'll keep walking. Look at this dude. You got Max Flinders here. What are you doing today? Huh?
I'm just trying to make the fans happy. We got everyone sitting on the bikes. They're jumping off the R1 and then getting on the Indian so they can feel the difference between what I'm feeling. So, yeah, it's a bit different. They're like, this one's wider and taller and everything. But, I mean, everyone's having a good time. The whole place is packed, so it's really good. And, you know, everyone likes the yellow, so I'm a happy guy.
Yeah, that's what I noticed today, too. These pits are pretty packed, so it's definitely cool to see all these fans coming out for this racing and obviously coming up to your big yellow bikes.
You know.
There you go. Awesome. Nice to hear from Max.
Hey, girl. I caught your thing yesterday. I'll never forget when you go, ooh, look at that shadow.
We'll keep walking down. Let's see. The Tytler's boys here, that's quite a big program too. We got some race winners, some podium finishers, and the dude that's filling in for me this weekend. Hopefully the last weekend you're filling in. I know you're doing a good job, but how's everything going this weekend? I know you had a pretty good ride yesterday in Super Sport and definitely working on some things with the twin, but maybe a step in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely feeling good. Feeling good on the 600 yesterday. Definitely learning the thing, you know, haven't had a lot of laps on the thing, so getting comfortable every time I go out there. And hopefully today we can do a little better paper. And the twins, we've been struggling a little bit this weekend, but definitely I think this morning we felt like we went in the right direction with the setup. So hopefully we can give them boys a run for their money.
Awesome, there we go. Last weekend it was I wouldn't say last weekend, last round we told them take as many points away from those boys as possible, and I think he's going into the race with the same mentality. We'll try to pop over here, see if we can maybe get a word with Cam Bobier, yesterday's Superbike race winner. One of the first guys to beat Jake Gagne, and definitely the first guy to beat Jake Gagne this year with the first race. But we'll see if we can pop a word with some of these guys. What's up, Cam? I'm doing well. I'm sure you're doing well after yesterday. How was that? I remember you told me yesterday that thing's a beast to ride. So how was that? I know they've probably asked you this weekend, but that big transition from the Moto2 bike to obviously the super bike, and obviously on a Beamer that's super fast.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is. It's so good to be back. But yeah, this Beamer is really fast in a straight line. It's a handful, you know. Like I said yesterday, we've been working on some stuff to try to pick the grip up and pick the turning up, because that's kind of where we're hurting. But we really use the power as our weapon or our advantage yesterday. So it was good. I know the Yamaha guys went back, Jake and Cam, and did their stuff yesterday, and they're going to come out swinging today. So it's going to be tough. But I'm just honestly felt so good yesterday to get a win. I haven't been on the podium in a few years. Obviously the last couple years we had our ups and downs, but it was good. It's good being back. It was great seeing my brother get his first win in Super Stock, and yeah, so
Double Bobiers this weekend.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool for my family and everything. So, yeah. So we'll see how it goes today.
Awesome. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to all you guys too. We'll keep walking down this pit lane here. Maybe grab a word with some of the fans that are coming out to watch. Let's see. You guys want to talk to the camera? If you guys want to talk to the camera? All right.
Heck yeah.
So how's being at MotoAmerica? How do you love it this weekend?
It's the best ever. Yeah, absolutely. You can't get enough of it.
That's awesome. So where are you guys sitting at? You going down in 10A?
Right at turn 10A. 10A up
Best
there.
place to
We've been
watch.
there all weekend. Yes. Absolutely.
Awesome. Best place to watch. That's definitely one of the hot spots of this racetrack. So you got a great seat in the house. Are you planning on coming back next year?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. This is going to be an every year thing. This is our first year here, but it's going to be every year now.
I love that. Hopefully next year you get to see me win too.
Right on. Absolutely.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Let's keep walking down the pit lane here. Let's see out. Look at these lines. This is the best part. You have people like Matt Scholes. You got these huge lines, and he'll get through every single one of them, and he'll take the time out of his day to talk to them too. So that's, like I said, that's one of the best parts about this paddock. You have people that are willing to help and willing to talk to you, and yeah, I love it. Let's keep walking down this pit lane here. It's a little bit of a lonely walk, a little bit lonely hobble, I should say, as I'm hobbling down the pit lane injured, but it's going good. I'm happy with this weekend. This weekend's gone pretty smooth, even with some early drama. I think everyone's handled it pretty well, and the series has done a good job with handling everything. So great event so far, great racing as always. So even in every single class, it's been really good. So I think right here, someone has a really good hat on. Look at those hats. We got some official merch here. Look at those hats. So you can buy these online, and they're sporting a great hat.
In the whole paddock. What's up, Kayla? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Well, you know you're doing a lot better, and we're getting ready to see you go back next round, hopefully. But you know what? You just take care of that leg. We got your back the whole time, really.
We'll be back next round, hopefully.
We're missing you out on the track.
But we're
Thank
loving
you.
you as a commentator.
Thank you very much.
You're doing awesome.
Thank you very much. Well,
Take
we'll do
care.
well. Thank you. I hope
see you later.
to be back on the box next weekend, next round. Thank you guys. All right. Now we're heading down to the Altus Motorsports crew. Yesterday wasn't a great day for them, but I know they're coming back today, trying to finish up strong. Try to get a word here with some of the riders. All right. Well, we got all three of the riders that unfortunately weren't able to finish yesterday, but I know they're going to come back stronger today. So, Jarrett, how was your pace this weekend? I know I've talked to you a little bit. I know you were pretty happy with everything. So, what's the plan going into this race today?
Yeah, so we got everything figured out with the bikes. Had a really good warm-up session this morning. Feeling really strong, so I think we're ready for the race.
Glad to hear that, man. Great to hear. And we got Joe LeMandry Jr., one of the guys I battled with a lot last year. Knee buddies too. He got his knee surgery. I'm looking to get mine at the end of this year, but I know yesterday was a bit of a bummer, but I know you'll come back stronger today. What's your plan?
Yeah, yesterday kind of sucked. I know we have pace. Throughout the weekend, we were just figuring out the bike, getting faster and faster every single time. You know, Fuzzy, Mike Castro has just been working so hard on getting that thing dialed. So, I mean, today, I just have to focus on getting myself a good start, getting up to the front, and just giving it to the rest of these boys and show them that DNF yesterday doesn't mean anything, and I'm here to win.
Awesome. Great to hear from you, man. And I'll be happy to ride with you again at Barber. We got Alessandro here, too, sitting on pole in Junior Cup. Definitely a great weekend so far for you. Unfortunate yesterday, but I know you're going to come back today. What's your plan going into the race, and how do you feel after yesterday?
Well, I know I have the pace. I was pretty fast in qualifying, and we got the bike fixed. The team was doing awesome. They were fixing the bike all night yesterday, and yeah, I have the pace. I think I can win it.
I hope you can, man. That'll be really cool. Yep. But I know my teammate's going to try to put it in the way too. Yep. Well, good luck to you guys today. Awesome. So continue to walk down the pits here. As we're walking by some of the bagger riders, I know that's going to be an interesting class today. One of those classes that I think a lot of people are coming to see this weekend. We got Anthony Mazziato here. I know he's trying to make his way up today. And yeah, bagger is definitely one of the classes to watch. I've always been super crazy with how much electronics and things go into the racing. But yeah, we're gonna keep making our way down to the very end of this paddock. I think some of the fans are starting to clear out because I think the next race will be up pretty soon. But yeah, it's super cool to see from all the fans. And yeah, just past Jason Pridmore, Kyle Wyman, and James Rispoli. So all those guys are all fast. Jason in his own day, but yeah, one of the commentators in MotoAmerica as well. So really cool for him to be out here trying to give these guys some pointers and things like that. And yeah, it's really cool. We'll see as we continue to pass down here, passing all the pits. As you can see, some of the fans are starting to go into the pits, and this is where you'll also meet some of these guys. One of the only other girls in the paddocks here, Mallory Dobbs. How are you doing this weekend?
Hi, good.
I know yesterday you were trying to make a step in the right direction, and yeah, how are you feeling going in today?
Really good. You know, it was like everybody's told me this is one of the hardest tracks on the circuit, so it's a great way to start the season off in Supersport, you know. We had to qualify in the wet yesterday, so I channeled my inner Washingtonian and just ran in it, qualified, so I'm stoked. We went a whole second and a half faster in the race, so we're hoping to chip at it again today.
Awesome. Great to hear from you, man.
Yeah, thanks, Kayla.
Yeah, no problem. And I think our final stop here for this little walk will probably be at my pit if we're able to get a word with anyone. But yeah, we see we're passing some super bikes here. That's actually stock 1000, Travis Wyman's bike. And yeah, making our way down to the very end of the pit lane. Sometimes pit strategies going into the weekend, usually you're kind of assigned a spot, but knowing where you're at and how long it'll take you to get down the pit lane is really important, especially when you're trying to find a tow for the beginning and end of the races. So yeah, well, it looks like no one's really in my pit right now. All the boxes are filled, but I hope you guys enjoyed this this little segment. I'm super happy I was able to do it. Hopefully next time I'll be on the other end of this segment, but thank you guys. I'll send it back up to